Guys, if there is something I like about Finland, is the practicality. I've never seen a country so much into practicalities. They don't believe in prayer. It's not like in Nigeria where, before they do anything, you see them going out and praying, pray for this, pray for that, pray for Nigeria and all that. We've been praying for Nigeria for the last, 64 years. Look at the state of the country today. That's different from Finland. Finland, whenever they're having meeting, they don't have to sit around and start praying first and then ending up with prayer. They don't pray. They just think about practicality. God has given you everything that it takes to make you be you. So you don't need all those prayers and all those things. And the funny thing about the prayer matter, they are saying go and pray. Those politicians be like, go and pray. Let's pray for Nigeria. Whereas them did it for back. They take, they steal as much as possible, putting the country in the state that it is. But you see them going out there, And on top of this thing, we say all those prayers that they organize, for example, those prayers that they carry go Dubai, and those ones that they carry go to Israel. They're using a state fund. The money was supposed to belong to the taxpayers to carry invest into infrastructures, school and stuffs and hospitals. Now that money way that they carry go the dash anyhow. They say they won't go how do they call it, Hajj or whatever. Some say they are going to Israel. They use state money for carry help to feed the people. When I'm talking about feed, I'm not talking about feeding them literally. I mean feeding them with knowledge, with skills. Schools investing in things that will make them, that will build them up, that will make them useful to the society. They'll use their money now to invest in them own self. They'll go to those places and you see them chilling in hotels and stuff. Whereas the money belongs to the people. That's different from Finland. Finland over here, we are taught what we call critical thinking, meaning that when there is a problem, you look for a solution. The solution is not in heaven. We are already so godlike that every problem they believe can be solved. All what you need to do is to invest your time. You see them, instead of spending time in churches, they are holding meetings and conferences and seminars. The government is pumping money into, pumping money into tech, into all the startup companies, to see what they can come up with. That will help make their life way easy. Whereas all this while we've been praying and praying, but we don't get the answer. A good example is IVF. IVF, something as simple as that. You don't have to pray to get that. You will go to the church, you'll be saying, praying all sort of prayer and everything. Just simple thing when as science and technology, when they're supposed to just apply to make you give birth, But what did they do? They had to go in, they invested into IVF, developed it and made it as sound as possible, so that women today, they can go to the hospital and give birth to baby, So it's not everything that you look up to, prayers and all this kind of stuff, going to the church for the pastor to pray for you. Sometimes you have to use your own God-given talent, the God-given skills, your ability to think, spend time, trial and error to get a result. That is what makes Finland stand out. So why I'm saying all this is because we need change in Nigeria, I must say. We really need change. Enough of all this government, that, borrowing loans from here and there. Imagine Nigeria is the third most indebted country in Africa. What we do is just to borrow. The revenues with the country, they generate self, see them. The oil, all these natural resources, they get. The money we know they see am. See NNPC we then put there, to supply us with fuel and then make money out of it and then give to the federal government. It can't be the other way around. I got federal government, they give the money. And then they even stand at a loss. Where all the money? They. So what they're doing is just borrowing again and again. Just recently, see, they are borrowing. And all those politicians with their own work now just to steal as possible. See the army general who just lost his life, General, is it Lagbaja? All those wells where the guy accumulated, the team full and go grave. See one of the House of Rep guy we just recently, what is his name? With all the money where the guy generated, see where the team end up. This simply tells us that sometimes we don't always have to think about ourselves and family. We have to look at the society and see what impact we can create. What impact have we been able to stamp on the floor and say, yes, this person did this. All those politicians, it's just a lesson for them out there. Sometimes you have to just deliver. You just have to do what you have to do for the people. It's not to accumulate as much wealth as possible just for your own self. At the end of the day, you just die, leave the money that somebody else will go and eat them. If I told you, even know where you keep the money. It's a wake-up call, really. I think we had enough of this thing in Nigeria. We need change in that country. The diaspora, they're ready to come back, but they need change. We need security. As we are coming, we don't want something we're going to sleep with one eye open. We need those infrastructures in place. You want to come to a country that is prepared to welcome us. See, something as simple as light we not get. Simple as electricity we not get. The current government with them now, they don't promise us, the government of Tinubu, they don't promise us light, not be today. They say there will be electricity city today, we are still living in darkness. How can we come and invest when there is something as simple as light? Whereas other countries are advancing technologically, they're moving forward. We will see there with the language for common electricity. It's a big shame, I swear, and a big shame for Nigeria. The earlier we do something about it, I think the better for us. All the same, man, just chill here, man. I remember my brother, the Prince of Bakassi. Yeah.